Good afternoon, friends. Good afternoon, strangers. Good afternoon to you all. Another word of Gord and another message from Maitreya. This one taken down by myself on April the 23rd, 2007, on a topic I think will be familiar to many of you. It's called On Conspiracies and Oligarchies. Everywhere on the planet where people gather to reflect and discuss, the idea of conspiracy comes up for discussion. In the turbulent geopolitical atmosphere, where wars, both overt and covert, violent martyrdom, assassination, and the obsequious pursuit of instant profit from misery and mayhem, such talk should not surprise. All men suspect the major tides of political activity are directed and manipulated from behind curtains of piety and righteousness. And as far as the Brotherhood is concerned, they are correct. All of them. The progress of armaments, both on the macro and micro level, combined with the elaborate fiscal deceits of the internet age, make all these conspiracies viable and almost irresistible to the various factions whose aspirations have been darkened by that ancient maxim of the despicable means justifying the praiseworthy end. People will be cheated, sweet innocence shattered, and lives brutally sacrificed. But for the world to be a better place, our design must be implemented. This is the rationalization the elites and their operatives stand by. This, of course, is an outgrowth of the dog-eat-dog worldview, itself a leftover from ancient days on the planet when the fight or flight energies were being developed. There is no actual need to fight to defend one's turf any longer. Such is the creative and productive potential of man and the ecosphere. Sharing the wealth has never been easier to achieve, yet it is impeded by the old mindsets of elitism and the distinctions born of pride in class and tribe. No one actually has to be deprived, but the habits of millennia are hard to drop. Their eventual and inevitable withering could be hastened by the individual's active desire in their disposal, but we cannot compel you to so move, we can only suggest. The motive for wise choice must be birthed and nurtured in you. You must see the futility of privilege and status for yourself. You must know in your hearts the superiority of cooperation over competition. You must deprive the status quo of its perks of deceit and occult manipulation. You must insist on fair and open government by electing politicians who are truly dedicated to such goals. Many of these challenges will be achieved with the natural movement of the ascension itself. The previously hidden will be revealed. Even now, many of you are beginning to see the joyful spirits of nature and the apparitions of your dearly departed. As this process unfolds, many of the myths and legends of folklore, snubbed by the hard noses of science and psychology, will be unveiled as the facts of life rather than the fictions of fantasy. The elaborate deceits of big business and government will stand naked in their shadows, and the people will see their Pinocchios as they are and laugh. Self-styled emperors will be permanently devoid of vestments. The agendas of the visitors will become obvious, as men no longer allow themselves to be fooled. Various unforeseen and yet remarkably simple devices will help restore a healthier environmental balance. Some of these have already been invented and have been parked, as you say, until the most profitable moment has arrived. Those who secretly control such situations have, of course, developed elaborate justifications for their actions and actively enjoy their playing with fire, and are insulated by their innate sense of privilege, which tells them, as it has done on and off since Atlantis, that the common man actually deserves deceit, being, as he is, too weak and stupidly self-deluded for the truth. As man adjusts to the increased intake of cosmic vibrations, his dependence on traditional foodstuffs will decline. Some will declare they can live on air and water alone, and of course will be accused of cheating when the cameras are turned off. As communications between the planes, both technical and telepathic, increases, the essential unity of the physical and astral levels will be understood. Being born and dying will be understood merely as transit points on an eternal journey of joy and learning. The oligarchies, fearing their loss of status and power, will struggle mightily to keep these truths veiled, knowing instinctively that the appearance of scarcity, fear, and threat of war will cow the individual's spiritual aspirations. And in some areas of the planet, they will continue to be successful in this endeavor. But many other areas will blossom in peace, love, and harmonious development. Entire countries will radiate the light, just as your scattered spiritual communities do now. Opportunities for progression and regression will be evenly distributed. Just as now, no path will be closed to man's desire. Members of the hierarchy, including myself, shall be there, sometimes obvious, sometimes disguised. I shall be recognized, praised, threatened, denied. Your intuition will be challenged and your allegiance tested. But regardless of your choices, you will be loved. Many siblings, many picnics. Once again, I salute Maitreya in his concision and accuracy and poetic unfoldment of his vision. Any clumsiness is entirely due to me. And I honestly can't think of anything to add that would serve to elucidate or clarify. So I hope you all enjoyed and absorbed that. And if you didn't absorb it the first time, then perhaps another. Such is the usefulness of YouTube, to which I'm very grateful. And so I wish you all a good day. Peace, love, and diversity. Let's celebrate the diversity of it all.